I'm Holly.
And I'm Bridget.
And this
is Girls Next Level.
Welcome back to Girls Next Level podcast, everybody. We are here with my bestie, Angel Porrino.
Woo woo!
I would make a louder noise, but my voice is shot, like of all the timing. But that was me screaming. I'm so excited to be here.
Yay! We're so excited to have you. Can I tell you guys a story real quick about a scandal that erupted in my home?
I love it. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So at the last house I lived in Vegas, I had this dresser that was in my room. And then when I moved like a year and a half ago to the house I'm in now, I put that dresser in the kids' room and I emptied everything out of it. It was the dresser where I had like my workout clothes, my underwear, lingerie drawers spilling out all over, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, cleaned it all out, put it in the kids' room. And then now I will put, because they have most of their stuff at their dad's house, but I will put like extra things in the drawers. So when they come over, they like dig in the drawers and find stuff. Like if I have extra stocking stuffers or like extra stuff for their birthday, I just leave stuff in there. So we were having a movie night and they were like digging through the drawers and stuff. And all of a sudden one of the drawers is stuck. And Forrest starts like putting his hand back there to try and like find what it is. And he pulls something out and goes, ah! And the kids start screaming. And he goes, Mom. I go, what did you find? He goes, a G-string. And the kids were like screaming and freaking out. I go, oh, disgusting. You should throw that away and wash your hands. I mean, it was clean, but I was like, just rolling with it. And then they're still like in the drawers and stuff, and the other drawer is sticking. Oh, no. So he like has to get behind the other drawer and he's pulling stuff out. Mom! And then you know how the Leg Avenue lingerie sets, they come in like an envelope?
Yeah.
And there's like a picture of the girl on the front and a picture of her on the back and how the stuff looks. And it's like a thong and like a garter and like all this stuff. Mom! What? And they're both freaking out. They're like, Mom, the person who used to live here was a stripper!
Oh my God. Wait a minute. I love that he knows all these terms.
Well, they've recently learned what a stripper is because you kind of can't live in Vegas without seeing signs for it everywhere. So, and I don't know if they have a detailed knowledge of what that is, but they have an idea. Mom, the person that there was a stripper. I'm like, oh my God, scandalous. And then he's like, I gotta call Papa. I'm like, oh boy. So he calls his dad, and his dad's like out with like friends at like a business dinner. Papa, guess what I found at Mom's house? And he's like, what? What did you find? I was digging through the drawers. And Forrest is very dramatic. And the drawer wouldn't open. And I found, what did you find? A G-string. And all Pasquale and all his friends start dying laughing. And then Forrest was like, and then I'm digging behind there. And there's all these pictures. And the person who lived here before was like a model. And Pasquale was like, can I see these pictures? Like, what did you find? Because he might be thinking it's like some of my old stuff or something. Who knows? So he's like, can I see the pictures? Forrest's like, I threw them away. Get in the garbage, get the pictures. So he goes and grabs the thing out of the box. And Pasquale starts laughing. He's like, Forrest, that's like a package for the outfit.
It's so cute.
It was so funny how dramatic it was, and so like, thank God, so funny. It never occurred to them it was my stuff.
Yeah,
it was like
the person who lived
here was a stripper.
It's so pure.
Drama.
But back to you.
Oh.
Because we're meeting you for the first time in this episode.
Yes. Oh my
and
God,
so we're
crazy.
just going to go back to the beginning. So what was life like growing up in Las Vegas, but going to a Christian school?
I think because I grew up in a Christian school, my parents were very, I don't want to say conservative because they weren't really conservative, but like, we lived like a normal life and everything just felt normal to me because that was just my life. And religion played a big part, but like my dad was a pit boss in the casino, so like there was also that incorporate. Like I don't know, I just felt like I had a good balance of everything, to be honest.
Did your parents have to explain what a stripper was because of the multiple billboards?
I'm sure at some point they did, because I'm sure I'm like, and I probably would, at this point I was such a prude, I probably was like closing my eyes trying not to see these billboards.
Didn't you have a funny story about one of your friends made a comment about the Crazy Girls billboard, which if you guys don't know was this billboard for this show. It was like all these girls lined up in thongs.
Wait, we've posted it on the Patreon before, didn't we?
I hope they remember.
Yeah.
The one with the like the butts.
Yeah. Weren't you like driving around with a friend and they go, Mom, that's what you wear at home or
Yes, something like that. It was my friend Kylie, and she called her mom out, and she was like, "Kylie, just like shut up." And I remember being like, "What?" Like
Your
I didn't
mom
see,
wears that?
Like I didn't see my mom in her underwear. Like that wasn't normal for me. So like, first of all, how do you know that? Second of all, holy cow, Miss PJ, okay.
That's so funny.
Did you have a photo in the hallway at your school or something?
I did. Okay, so I was senior class I was student body president my senior year, and my year going into my senior year. So the year that I was about to be president, we hung all the previous presidents like up above the lockers, and I was like, oh, we should do that. Like that's a good idea, paying like an homage to the people before us. And so my picture was up there.
The founding fathers.
The founding fathers. It felt great to be a founding father, and then it was immediately ripped away.
Oh, no, because you posed, right?
Yes.
Oh, no.
And then it was like my mom got suspended from work.
Stop.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Because you posed for Playboy?
Yes, because I tested to be a playmate. They took my picture off the wall. They took all of them off to make it like more justifiable and not be like so rude. But they took all of them off. They're like, nope, can't do that. And then my mom, like the person in charge, I guess at the time, was like, did you know about this? And she was like, well, yeah. But like, what do you want me to, she's 18. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
And she was like, well, we're going to have to suspend you. And it was all because this girl who didn't like me, her name was Chelsea Bartow. She went and told, her mom called and like ratted on me to the school and the church. And they felt like their hands were tied.
But like you were out of school at that point,
I
right?
was graduated. I was 18. Like, and then my dad eventually was like, absolutely not. This is not okay. She's 18 years old. How is that in our control? Like, you're going to bring her back or we're going to have a lawsuit.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay.
So your mom worked for the school?
Yeah. Sorry if that was not clear. Yes, my mom worked for the school that I went to, the Christian school that I went to.
Unreal.
Yeah.
So crazy.
What a time.
Yeah.
So when did you get into modeling and everything?
I think the photos that were submitted were like the first like real photos that I ever took. So probably like 16, 17 is when I was like, oh, I enjoy this. I always wanted to be an actress. Like I was always in the school plays and doing all those things. And then eventually I just like to not have to work at like saying things and memorizing lines. I'm like, oh, this is easier. Like I can still be in front of the camera and like not have to worry so much. And then I just like submitted my photos and stuff to like local agencies where I would do like conventions and things like that. So that's where I kind of started. And then it just kind of like, I was hoping, like somebody's going to find me.
And I bet there's lots of convention work in Vegas.
Yes. That's mostly what I think you do as a model in Vegas. It's like convention work and like little gigs here and there where you're passing out flyers and you're just like being their brand model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much did you think or know about Playboy before you decided, or you didn't really decide, before you tried out?
I mean, I just knew of it. Like I knew what it was and I thought it was awesome and beautiful. And, my brother had magazines in his drawer that he wasn't supposed to have, like the normal things. I feel like I knew just like a normal amount.
Yeah. But it wasn't like a thing.
No, it was never a thing. Like I didn't think anything of it either way. Like I was just like, oh, that's cool. And I knew it was sneaky because we had to be sneaky about it.
Yeah.
So that's all I remember is it being like, ooh.
Yeah.
Had you seen Girls Next Door before you came out?
Yes. Me and my mom would tune in every week.
Really?
Yes. Loved the show. Loved.
Aw.
Obsessed.
So how did your photos end up getting submitted?
One of the agencies I was with, they did it without me even knowing.
That's crazy. I think it's crazy that agencies have done that. I've heard other girls say that before too.
Yeah, I feel like you would want to ask.
Yeah.
Right, because that's something big. I guess they're like, well, they can just say no if it's
Yeah.
offered. Like, just take the risk and like whatever.
Yeah, but I just feel like that's something that it should be something the girl wants to do.
Totally.
Not just something the agent's like, I'm going to submit her. And then if they say yes, then
Yeah.
she's not going to want to refuse.
Yeah, like
this.
hope for the best.
Yeah.
It's probably because agents get a finder's fee.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they get $1,000 if the girl gets picked.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
I wonder if they get $1,000 if the girl gets picked.
For Playmate.
Oh, she has to be picked for Playmate,
yeah.
so not just for testing. Okay.
Yeah. I know, I forget, like, who are we on the, I think it's my turn.
Yeah.
So what did you think when you got the call? Like, you can come out to LA and test. Were you like, what?
Yeah, I literally had no idea what they were talking about. They're like, we've chosen you to come out and like test to be a playmate. And I was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? I And I called my manager or my agent and I was like, I don't know what they're talking about. And she's like, oh yeah, by the way, like I submitted your photos. And I was like, girl, you want to tell me? Like I sound like an idiot on the phone. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Let me call you back. Like, let me get back to you.
That is so funny.
Yeah. And I was just kind of like, I don't really know what's happening.
O Positive is a women's health company. They offer a range of symptom-targeting supplements that support women at every stage of life, from their first period to well beyond their last. They are proud to have the best-selling women's health products at Target and on Amazon. Urovaginal products are one of the top 5 supplements on Amazon, and they have multiple #1 products in Target for intimate care, PMS, and menopause categories. So what's so special about O Positive's products? They create real, tangible results with ingredients that are backed by clinical studies and shaped by board-certified doctors. O Positive is committed to breaking down stigmas and addressing issues many women experience, from hormonal health, vaginal health, menopause, and so much more. Uro is a probiotic blend specifically formulated to support vaginal health. It balances healthy vaginal pH, support healthy vaginal smell, maintain healthy vaginal flora. There are many factors, including sex, tight clothing, sweat from working out, hormones, periods, etc., that can disrupt the vaginal health and lead to an imbalance in vaginal flora and pH, causing unhealthy vaginal odor, taste, abnormal discharge, and discomfort. Urovaginal Probiotic is a blend of 4 powerful strains of probiotics backed by research showing these strains support healthy vaginal odor, vaginal pH, and flora. In addition, Uro contains prebiotics that increase effectiveness of the probiotics. When taken daily, that's 2 capsules a day, Uro delivers noticeable benefits within 8 weeks. Many may see results sooner. Many customers talk about how the improvement in vaginal health led to greater confidence as well as better sex and intimacy. Take proactive care of your health and head to opositive.com/nextlevel or enter nextlevel at checkout for 25% off your first purchase. That's opositiv.com/nextlevel for 25% off.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Do you guys know what October 10th is? It is World Mental Health Day. And I want to say thank you to the therapists who have got me through my life, because I've had so much help from therapists over the years. I mean, every phase I go through, I need a little help with something, and they've been right there for me. We want to help people realize that the right therapist can change everything, and BetterHelp has 12 plus years experience in matching people to the right therapist. BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the US. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and preferences, and their 12 plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate mean they typically get it right the very first time. If you aren't happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time from their tailored recommendations. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who've helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/nextlevel. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/nextlevel.
But you decided to do it.
Yeah, after a long conversation with my mom and dad, because obviously that was a thing too. I was still living with them. We went to dinner and I'm like, all right, guys, we got to talk. I have this opportunity. I don't know what to do. And my mom was like, well, no.
Well, no.
And of course, as a parent, I'm sure you're like, no, I don't want my baby girl, because I was barely 18, fresh 18-year-old. And my dad was like, no. Let's talk about this rationally. This is an experience that not a lot of people get, and an experience of a lifetime. It could open a lot of doors. You can meet a lot of new people. I think you should really think about it. And then, I support you. And my mom was like, yeah, so sweet. Oh, Steve. Oh, R.I.P. And then my mom was like, yeah, you know what? He's right. Like I think she was more worried about what he was gonna say, and so once she knew that he was okay with it, she was like, okay, yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, good. Oh, because I feel like if she was a fan of the show, that also would help her be like, oh, no, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like,
And I think she was, but I really do think it was more of like oh, what's her dad? Like, of course, like your dad. Like, what's your dad going to say about it?
right. Definitely.
So she was trying to play like, let me be in the middle here.
Yeah.
I would have done the same thing. I would have been like, you, how do you feel, sweetie?
Did they fly you Southwest?
I do not remember. They must have.
Probably.
Is that a thing?
Well, they flew us Southwest, so we were just like curious.
Playboy would never in our era fly the girls first class. Like the show would finally fly us first class after like seasons. And then Brandy Roderick said she got flown first class when she was PMOI, but that was a little bit before us.
I know that when they flew me to test, it was on United, and that was just from like San Francisco or Oakland to LA. But I can't remember if it was first class or not. But I still have my tickets and stuff, so I could look and see.
Southwest was just such a Vegas to LA thing during
totally.
that time. I'm just like,
It still is.
It's really
still is. But it used to be like a shuttle. I felt like and it was so easy to like pop on the app and get like a $99 flight.
You can't even find that anymore.
I know.
They're like $300. I'm like, what? I'll drive.
I know.
I
Like
know.
what happened?
I will drive.
We do that a lot too.
So the first time we meet you on the show, you are driven through the back gate in the limo.
I was shitting my pants at that time. I was like, oh my God, what do I do? This is happening.
What was your first impression when you're dropped off at the back gate?
At that point, I think I was just like, wow, this is amazing. Like there was nothing that could have gone wrong.
Yeah, we were talking about it last night. We were staying at the Magic Castle Hotel. And I was like, I told them not to drop people off the back gate after that, the junk piles. And you're like, I don't remember junk pile.
I didn't remember a junk pile, probably because I was just like tunnel vision of like, this is, people dream about, I watch the show. Like people dream about this moment and I'm having this moment. Like you could have put piles, you could have lined the road with piles of poop and I would have been like, this is the best.
Yeah.
This is the best.
Those were inside the house. JK. So on the show, it looks like you were dropped off and then Valerie right after you. Was that the way it was? And then I gave you guys both a tour? I
Yes.
don't remember. Okay.
Yeah, we just sat there and chatted for a little bit. I think you were like, she's about to be here, so we'll just like hang out. And we just sat and talked. And that's when I asked you about. Okay, first of all, I swear, when I rewatched this episode, I'm like, I'm so annoying. I'm
you're
so
so
annoying.
cute.
And I'm annoying right now with my voice too, but it's fine. A theme's a theme. And I had asked Holly, when you were a cheerleader, like we were talking about like things in common, dance and cheer. And I was like, well, when you were a cheerleader back then, did you wear like skirts that went down to the ground?
I'm like, I'm not that old.
But I think because in my mind, I was such a kid and you were the adult that I was like, that must be different.
Grease.
The pink ladies. I can't. Yikes. I'm so sorry.
No, it was funny.
Did you give the full tour or did you guys walk around on your own and stuff? I know you guys walk around later on your own,
Yes.
but like how much?
That's what I was confused about too, because it kind of looks like you guys are just like exploring on your own later. But I was like, there's no way I wouldn't have given them a tour. Maybe the show just cut it out. But I'm pretty sure I did, because in deleted scenes, there's a scene of like me in the guest house showing you guys how to like push zero and order stuff.
Yeah.
I think they just didn't include it because it's redundant.
Yeah,
at this
and then you
point.
guys probably went out on your own to go do photos
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. Because that's kind of what I did too. Like I got the tour by a butler, and then after he left and another girl showed up to test and stuff, it's like, let's go run around and find all the spots that they showed us and like take photos.
I think you're right, because I had my little digital camera in my hand and we were like jumping on the trampoline and stuff. So I think that's probably right.
Yeah. What was your impression of everyone you met?
Like the girls I tested with, or just everybody?
Everybody.
Everybody.
The staff.
The staff,
I mean,
yeah.
I know that's a lot of people to get through. I should have broken that up into more than
Well,
one
what'd you
question.
think of? Okay, let's break it down. What'd you think of the mansion itself?
Oh my God, it was okay. It's totally my vibe. Like the boho like carpet and like wood. Like I loved it. Like my houses growing up were like that too, with like a lot of wood, a lot of dark, a lot of like antique-y. I loved it. So beautiful, so amazing, like a dream.
What'd you think of the staff?
The staff was always so great. There was
What about that one guy?
Wait, what guy?
I know
Which
I can't remember his name.
Describe him. I know the staff well. I
Okay,
feel like.
he's in the beginning of the episode. I don't know if you rewatched it yet or not.
I have rewatched it, but
He like brings Valerie into the dining room. He's like young, maybe Latino.
okay.
He's got like a darker complexion,
okay.
short hair, very young, like probably my age.
Julian.
It's funny that you say that because I literally thought that name. Did you say that before?
No, because this guy, I don't think he was around as much, so I didn't really know him.
I'll rewatch because I wasn't paying attention to who the butlers were in the scenes, but it sounds like was he tall?
Not in particularly.
I feel like Julian was tall.
I don't think it was Julian. I know who that is.
Okay, I'll rewatch.
Okay. You let me know his name because I cannot remember and I feel so bad. I'm like, well, I made out with him once. So there was that. But everybody was so great. And they probably, like in the deleted scene you sent me where I'm like constantly pressing 0. Like it shows a montage of me pushing 0 and ordering food and stuff for everybody. And they were probably just like so annoyed with me.
No, it was probably typical. I bet you weren't doing anything.
Okay.
The only thing I ever heard about, I don't know that people were really annoyed rather than concerned, but the only thing I ever heard that was weird was one time there was this girl who came out, she shot a centerfold and everything, but then didn't get approved. And I think she had some sort of like, it was like a mental health or like ED or something like that. But she would order like all this food and hoard it and then like go into the pantry and grab like chips and just
I
like
remember this. Oh my God.
crazy amounts of stuff
Yikes.
and like hoard it in her room.
It was insane.
But she wouldn't eat it.
I don't remember that part. I don't remember if it was a lot of binging or just hoarding.
Yikes.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing. I mean, if people were just ordering like meals and snacks all day, nobody cared.
Oh, because I did. I really.
I think a lot of people did. I think everybody like wanted to indulge in that.
Yeah, because it's so cool. Like, I might never get this chance again. I'm pushing 0 all night, baby.
I was afraid to eat. And then I was afraid of being judged of what I ate too.
That makes sense.
And I was
I
like,
can see
oh,
that.
just a salad, maybe? Maybe? Is that too much? Like,
That's crazy. I don't think I felt that at all. I was ordering mint chocolate chip ice cream with rainbow sprinkles and like.
fun.
I
Well,
mean,
I'm glad.
I also was 18, so nowadays I probably would not be ordering that.
What'd you think of Hef?
He was great. I mean, he was really so great. It was exactly what I thought it was going to be. Like, he just felt like I was inserted myself into the show that I watched all the time.
And the girls?
And the girls were great. Like, you didn't come to Saddle Ranch with us, though.
Oh, no. So my brother had just come home and we went home. And I think, I'm not positive, but I think that possibly originally I was going to stick around and probably shoot this scene, but my stepdad had a heart attack.
Oh, no.
And so we kind of expedited going home faster. So I think
Yikes.
that's why I would miss it because part of me is like, oh, if we were going to be filming something like that and it was a major,
Yeah,
it was
like
going to be a
group.
whole episode, I wouldn't have missed that on purpose. I also think that this is the time too where we were kind of giving each other space, or at least I felt like we were, to kind of do our own things and have our own scenes and have our own places. And this was like new playmates and all that kind of stuff. So then there's part of me that's like, oh, maybe I just thought, well, this is one of Holly's episodes or whatever, so it's no big deal that I'm not in it. Did you feel that way too at that time? Like we were trying, like I still wanted to do things together. I was more than happy to do things together with everybody, but I also felt like the pull from everyone to want to like have our own things. And I felt like allowing people the space to do that, like not feeling like I should have to like jump in on every scene that you're doing because we're doing it for the show.
Yeah, well, I felt like that was happening for two reasons. But one was like Kendra was pulling away and she had been pulling away for a long time and just not wanting to participate. And two was like I was really into work. So I wouldn't even be around. Like I forget what they are now, but I know there's a couple things we've talked about on the podcast up to this point where I was like, where was I? Like that thing where you guys go for the troops. I'm like, I wouldn't usually miss something like that.
Yeah.
I must have been working. You know what I mean? So I think it was just like me getting so into work. And then Kendra not wanting to have anything to do with us. And then you doing your stuff you've always been into.
Yeah.
It just kind of sat that way.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I was more than happy to be in like every scene and like, you know, pop in on everyone's scene or whatever. But I also was more than happy to allow people to have their thing. Yeah. But I feel like in this particular episode, well, I know for a fact it was because I was home is why I wasn't there. And I think that I probably planned to be there and then backed off a little bit because my stepdad had a heart attack, so we went home for that.
Yeah, that sucks.
But then I was back later for
The tour.
one scene later.
Yeah, Kendra wasn't really in that episode either. She came in later. Like, obviously, my impression of Holly was amazing, like, right away. I feel like we hit it off pretty fast.
Totally.
And then it made me feel so comfortable and just, like, knocked the nerves a little bit. And then Kendra came in and, like, said hi. It was, like, a group that she said hi to. So it wasn't really time for any one-on-one anything. So everything was just, like, very cookie cutter, hi, nice to meet you type thing.
I think the first time I met you, it was early in the morning one day.
Was
and
it?
I came down to go I had just gotten back, I think, and my sister was with me. And I was about to go do my radio show. So I had to get up kind of early for that. I went down to the Butler station just to grab something. I forget what. And all of a sudden, you have like your hair just piled on top of your head. You're wearing your glasses, and you have this like really high pitched voice. And you're like,
Oh my God, so
"Hey!"
annoying.
Like it was like so much in the morning. I was like, "Oh my God, what is happening right now?"
I was probably already eating mint chocolate chip ice cream.
You were eating already, and you were like so chipper, and I was like dragging ass, like, "Oh God, I gotta go record my show."
You're
And
like
you came
this
in like this
bitch.
ball of energy, and my sister and I were like,
Knocked you right off your feet.
That's so funny.
"Yes."
I don't remember that. That's really funny.
What about all the other girls?
All the other girls were great. There was one girl there that had like really short, curly top ramen hair.
Oh, that was Lindsay Wagner. She didn't usually have her hair like that for like her Playmate pictures, but yeah.
So she was there. She was great. I think she was.
Ramen hair.
I'm picturing Justin Timberlake.
Me too. That's what it looked like. It was like curly and blonde.
Yeah.
And Valerie was great. Honestly, Melanie was great. And then I met Kayla later. Kayla came on a little bit later, but we all got along right away. There was no like animosity, no jealousy. You could tell that we were all just like, oh my God, we're doing this together. Like it felt like we had a good little girl gang that was like, I don't know, we were like a little team.
Yeah.
That's so interesting because I noticed that too, like how, and you guys say it in your confessionals, like how everybody is getting along so well and is
Yeah.
just supportive of each other. And you and Valerie are both like 18 and 19 because when we talk about like having tension, like in our trio, like people love to use the excuse of like being young, but like you guys were the same age and just
Yeah.
everybody was just cool with each other and supportive and so nice.
Yeah, and Melanie was a few years older than us. She was like 23. And so like even that age gap is like when you're with an 18-year-old, you're like, oh God, you're 18. But like she got along with us great too. I'm
Yeah.
sure I annoyed everybody, but
No, no way.
Did you guys know that you could get anti-aging properties from your pillowcase? By using Blissy's silk pillowcases, you could be getting healthier skin and hair in just weeks. It was voted one of the best gifts of the year for 2024. Blissy is made from silk and not satin. Satin is made from synthetics, it's rough on your hair and skin, and it's cheap for a reason. Blissy's silk pillowcases have anti-aging properties. They reduce fine lines and wrinkles over time. It eliminates frizz, which, oh, trust me, I need all the help with that I can get. It preserves hairstyles and protects color-treated hair, and it's dermatologist tested and recommended. Plus, the naturally hydrating silk fibers keep skin moisturized all night. They are antibacterial and hyperallergenic. Everybody needs that in a pillowcase. And they're naturally cooling and breathable. No more sweaty nights. It's easy to care for. They're just machine washable. And you guys, they have over 99 colors, which is my favorite thing because I love changing my sheets up all the time to different themes and holidays, as you guys know. And speaking of themes and holidays, they also have a new Wicked line and Harry Potter line. And because you're a listener, Blissy is offering 60 nights risk-free plus an additional 30% off when you shop at blissy.com/girlsnextlevel. That's BLISSY.com/girlsnextlevel and use code girlsnextlevel to get an additional 30% off. Your skin and hair will thank you.
This episode is brought to you by IQ Bar, our exclusive snack and hydration sponsor. IQ Bar is the better-for-you plant protein-based snack made with brain-boosting nutrients to refuel, nourish, and satisfy hunger without the sugar crash. The Ultimate Sampler Pack is a great way to try all IQ Bar products and flavors. You get 9 IQ Bars, 8 IQ Mix Sticks, and 4 IQ Joe Sticks. All IQ Bar products are entirely free from gluten, dairy, soy, GMOs, and artificial sweeteners. All IQ Bar products are packed with clean, delicious ingredients that keep you physically and mentally fit, like magnesium, lion's mane, adaptogens, and more. It's a smarter snack choice with more fiber and less sugar and carbs than the alternatives. With over 20,000 five-star reviews and counting, more people than ever are fueling their busy lifestyles with IQ Bar's brain and body boosting bars, hydration mixes, and mushroom coffees. Their ultimate sampler pack includes all three. I'm obsessed with IQ bars. The ingredients are so much healthier than so many of the other bars I've enjoyed in the past. And I love having something healthy that tastes great, that I can just grab and go. It fits into my busy lifestyle. My favorite flavors are the almond butter chip and the lemon blueberry. I also love the chocolate mint, which I think that's their most popular flavor, but there's so many amazing flavors to try. And right now, IQ Bar is offering our special podcast listeners 20% off all IQ Bar products, including the sampler pack, plus free shipping. To get your 20% off, text LEVEL to 64,000. Text LEVEL to 64,000. That's LEVEL to 64,000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details. So what did you think of Saddle Ranch?
It was so fun. I was nervous, obviously, to go because I was just like, oh my God, like, I just didn't know how to act at any point in time. I was just like, what? You know, just be yourself. Like, I had to keep telling myself, just be yourself. Like, who cares? Like, if it's meant to be, it's going to be. Like, who cares? Yeah, when we started, Hef was like, who wants to ride the bull first? And I was like, this is your time.
This is your time to shine.
And so I volunteered as tribute. We found that guy. That guy just took off his pants and gave them to me.
That's so funny. I didn't remember what happened with that. I was like, was that somebody's pants, or do they just have a pair of pants there for people to wear?
I was like, no, I can't. Like, I'm in a dress. I can't get on the bull. And this guy was like, you can have my pants, and took them off and gave them to me. And I put his pants on.
That is
they were
so
like
funny.
Pants for, he was large.
Yeah.
Large.
That's so funny.
That's hilarious.
Wait, and then Kendra said something like, the fact that she got on there and rode the bull in a dress tells me what type of girl she is. I'm like, you act like I was in the I wasn't in the dress. I was in the dress, but I wasn't in the dress.
Yeah. I think she meant it more like you're just down to have fun.
Oh, okay,
I don't think she meant it like slutty or weird.
I was
or
like,
anything.
dang, it's not like my vagina was out.
No.
Yeah, no, I think she meant it that way too.
Okay. That's so funny.
Did you have any of the fun? Oh wait, you weren't 21, so you couldn't even have any of the fun drinks.
Nope.
Well, you probably could have. Nobody probably would have said anything, but you didn't.
I
right?
didn't. No, I was such a good girl, play by the rules, which is crazy.
So what'd you think of the studio?
The studio was so cool and like seemed surreal. And I will say that being in the studio with like those big, huge pictures that are on the wall, that was the first time that I realized that not all vaginas look the same. I'm being so serious. Like, I thought all vaginas looked like my vagina. And I was like, oh, they don't.
That's so funny. I remember the first time I noticed that. It was like in high school. My boyfriend, for some reason, had a bunch of like porno magazines that like weren't Playboy. They were like the more explicit ones. And all the girls in the magazine I saw, for whatever reason, had outie vaginas.
Oh, no.
And mine's not an outie. So I was like, I don't think I ever matured.
Yeah, like what's wrong? What's wrong with me?
Yeah.
Is it me? Like, what's going on? I remember being like, what? And then I think I asked Laura Croft later. Like, I was like, is that how it's supposed to, like, what is it supposed to look like? And she's like, oh, they're all different.
Laura.
Oh, they're all different.
She's so
okay.
funny.
Oh my God.
They're all different. Wasn't the studio a vibe, though?
Oh, it was such
I
a
loved it
vibe.
there.
And you would ride around on your skateboard, and Spencer Scott came in.
Oh my God. Spencer was a cute little assistant, like looking back on it. Like that was like fake for the show. Like I didn't really have anything for her to do, but she was so cute with you guys and like helped make it such a vibe and just added.
Totally.
I
And
felt
she made
like.
me feel really comfortable too. Like I remember just being like she was like, no, it's fun. Like you got it. Like really encouraging, really like, because no, I was like shitting bricks. And she's like, no, it's great. You're going to be great. And I remember exactly what she smelled like, pink sugar.
Those kind of perfumes were popular back then.
And I remember being like, I have to get that perfume.
Yeah.
And I sure did. Right after. Spencer Scott made me get pink sugar.
That's funny.
Did you like how Sarah did your hair and makeup? Like, what did you think about that? Did you like your lingerie they picked out for you?
Yeah, I loved all of it. at that point, I didn't really have anything in particular that I was like, no, my eyebrows have to look like this.
Yeah.
Or like cause I didn't really, especially with my makeup, like you could do whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. Like if this is what you guys want, like do whatever you want. I think probably the only thing that I was ever like, no, my hair needs to be bigger in the back. Like this bump it situation that I had going on. I'm like, what was I
I did notice that in
thinking?
the episode. There's like a big bump it.
And I definitely am not wearing a bump it, but I teased it enough to where it looks like it. And I think I maybe even asked her when she did my hair to make it bigger because I was like, I have to have big hair in the back.
It looked good though.
I love
No, it
big
looks really
hair.
pretty.
I love big hair.
Me too. No, but I loved it. The lingerie was cute. Everything about it was so cute.
Ugh, the pictures are so good.
I wish I had them.
I don't think I have them. I have like folders of like printouts of like all the Playmates, but I don't know if I have the ones from that episode.
I mean,
I'll
I
have to
didn't.
look.
I mean, I was gonna ruin it, but obviously, maybe you wouldn't have it because I didn't advance.
Unless I made a point of keeping like those 4. But I don't know if I did. Because I think my folders are just like the months of like all the girls that were coming out.
Yeah.
So you said you were super nervous. What was it like working with Steve and his crew? Did they make you feel more comfortable?
Yes, they were great. Honestly, everybody was so great. And you know, when you're nervous, you just like laugh and giggle and like make everything a joke because that's all you can do is like to get through. You're just like, I'm either gonna cry or I gotta laugh. So, but they were great. Everybody made me feel like, no, you got it. Like so encouraging. Definitely, I needed a lot of direction. I think because any modeling I had done in the past was like, you know,
Passing out a flyer.
literally, or like headshotty, very just like put your arm on the fence and then just, you know,
Put your arm on the fence.
yeah. And so this was like new for me. And I think I felt a little bad too. Like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. Am I like, is this annoying for them? But no, they were so patient and just so like, okay, just like be a little less tight on your right side. Like drop your shoulder. It was great. Honestly.
Steve is so funny in the episode. He's like, that's what we need. We need you to look really scared.
Yeah. Because I was, I think at one point I was like squeezing my boobs together aggressively. And then I was like making faces because I was literally so nervous. Like, I'm like, oh my, okay, I'm doing it. Like, we're doing it. There's no going back. That's scary in itself.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it really is.
So obviously your parents knew you were posing. Did they also know that your photo shoot was going to be on national television?
Yeah.
Okay.
They did?
Yeah. Once I had talked to my agent about, or the agency that I was with about it, they were like, yeah, they're going to film your testing for the girls next door. And of course, that's when I got like extra excited. Like, oh my God. And they didn't show it on TV. So I think that also was like helpful.
But it is on the DVDs.
Oh, it's on the DVDs. I have the DVDs at home. And my neighbor at one point was like, can we watch this? And I was like, you can, but just so you know.
Yeah. Okay. You didn't get Playmate.
Right.
Were you super bummed?
No.
Really?
No, I wasn't. I mean, of course, a little bit. You're like, oh man, like, because you want to be the winner,
Yeah.
you know? But like, I was like, you know what? No, it's okay. Like, it just wasn't meant to be right now.
Wow. That's good.
Yeah, I feel like I had a good, mature outlook on it. Also, like, I think the way that I could have maybe been a playmate was if I got my boobs done. Like, Hef was like, if she gets her boobs done, she can come back and try again. And I was like, that's not even on my list of things to do. So,
Yeah, I told him that was kind of fucked up. You can't tell a girl you need to change this about your body. Like, that's just not ethical in my opinion.
yeah.
I did not know that was going on.
Well, it was like a behind the scenes like bedroom talk, like going through the
Yeah.
pictures, and I was like, you can't do that. Like, that's fucked up.
Wow.
And it just, like, wasn't even on my list of things to, like, I didn't even think about it at the time.
Well, I didn't even think your boobs looked bad. And I feel like there's girls with smaller boobs that
Probably.
have gotten it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even watching the episode, I was like, oh, my boobs are kind of like, they're kind of cute.
Yeah.
There was nothing wrong with them.
Yeah. Well, maybe he just wanted them to be bigger. I don't know. It just wasn't meant to be. So I was trying to be like, you know what? It's okay.
It was that big hair.
It was the bump it. It was the bump it and my voice. I just needed to chill.
It was the bump it and it made your boobs look too small then.
Yeah, totally. It overcompensated.
If your hair was less, then the boobs would look bigger.
Yeah. Boys have trucks. I had hair.
So you were chill with it. Like, I was so devastated when I found out I didn't get it. So I'm happy that I just felt like everyone was. So I'm so happy to hear that
Yeah.
not everybody was like just absolutely like
I mean, of course, I was bummed because, like I said, I wanted to be like the winner.
Yeah.
But I was really happy that Valerie got it. You know, like I felt like we had a good group of friends. I was like, oh my God, yes. Like, and then seeing her editorial, I was like, oh my God, she's in ballet shoes. Like I was a dancer and I was so jealous.
Aw.
I was jealous of that. But I was like, you know what? It just wasn't meant to be. And this wasn't something, if it was something that maybe I had submitted and was like really looking forward
Yeah,
to.
that's true.
But because it was just kind of like put in my lap, I think maybe I didn't even have a chance to get my hopes up because it was just like make a choice now.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
so it was just it all worked out the way
Yeah.
it was supposed to.
So then not long later, you were asked to come back and live at the Bunny House and just film some stuff for the show. What did you think of that when that was brought up?
Oh my God, I was like, bye. I literally packed up and left.
That's
I
so
was
fun.
so excited. So excited and like honored. Like,
Aw.
what do you mean? Wait, they liked me? I think I was more excited about that than like if I would have gotten to be a playmate.
Aw.
Because it's like, oh, like they liked me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all really liked you.
Thanks. Yeah, I was very excited about that.
And who was all over there when you were there? It was you, Laura Croft, Kayla, and Juliana, right?
Yes.
Was there anybody else?
I feel like there were some girls like maybe in and out a little bit,
Yeah.
but no, that was like the core group.
So I've been hearing a lot of people talk lately about the benefits of creatine. It improves your muscle mass. It helps workout recovery. It can help you look more toned. So I was dying to get on the creatine train. I work really hard at trying to eat enough protein and do really tough workouts, and I want to maximize the benefit of those. But I was so bummed because I tried several different brands and it was always making me super bloated and leading to a bunch of water retention, and it wasn't working for me, which was such a bummer because I know it's working for so many other people. But I'm excited to tell you that I finally found a brand that does not make me bloated at all. I've been taking it for a while now and I absolutely love it. It makes me feel so good about my workouts and everything I'm doing. So Creatone by Brickhouse Nutrition is this brand I found, and it's so amazing. It's such an exciting discovery. Creatone was created by doctors specifically for women. And for those of you that are struggling with like the bathroom scale, you don't love looking at the numbers and you want to focus more on being toned and being fit, Creatone can really help you with that. It helps me look more toned, defined, and sculpted without increasing my diet and exercise. It just helps with what I'm already doing and already working hard on. So again, that's without increasing your diet and exercise. Creatone is radically different from guys' creatine. It's designed for women with pure creatine and patented ingredients that reshape your body so you look leaner, trimmer, and more toned. There's no water retention, no weight gain, and no bulking up. And it boosts metabolism to help you burn fat. That is plus. So break up with your bathroom scale and watch how fast Creatone can help you look leaner, toned, and sculpted. Let's get you started with 20% off your first order. Visit tonetoday.com and use our code NEXTLEVEL for your discount. Again, use our code NEXTLEVEL to save 20% at tonetoday.com. That's TONE today.com.
I love supporting brands that are redefining women's health, and Parallel is leading that charge with their approach to vitamins. Women are different than men, and for too long, we've been stuck with generic one-size-fits-all vitamins. But our bodies have different needs, and the work has been put on us to know what additional supplements we need to support our symptoms. Parallel is reinventing vitamins from the ground up. As the first OBGYN-founded vitamin company, they're defining a new era of women's health. One where your supplements actually understand your hormones, your life stage, and your unique needs. And let me just say, it is about time. Parallel has targeted nutrition for every stage of a woman's hormonal life. Menstrual health, fertility, pregnancy, postpartum, perimenopause, and daily wellness. They have comprehensive vitamin packs, doctor-formulated routines in convenient daily packets, and targeted supplements like hormonal balance support for specific health goals. Daily powders include protein, electrolytes, sleep support, and greens powders. And these are daily powders that do more than the basics. Protein powder equals protein plus fiber plus creatine. The greens powder equals greens plus antioxidants plus fiber. The hydration powder equals electrolytes plus collagen plus hyaluronic acid. All powders are safe for pregnancy and breastfeeding, but designed for all life stages. And it's made with bioavailable ingredients your body can actually absorb. Exclusive for our listeners, new customers can enjoy 20% off their first order with code NEXTLEVEL. Visit parallelhealth.com. That's PERELELHEALTH.com.
But Kayla got to stay at the mansion. We were at the bunny house. She had a room in the mansion.
I don't remember that, but that's extra interesting. We'll have
And
to
I
ask her
remember-
about that when she comes, because there was like drama. Like Kendra kept trying to get her kicked out.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, I want to hear this drama.
Well, I didn't find out some of the backstory until after, and I don't know if Kayla's even aware of any of this. But I was so excited to have you guys over there, and Hef comes into the vanity one day and he's like, we're gonna have to ask Kayla to leave because
No.
she's causing problems with Kendra. And I'm like, ooh, what? And he was like, yeah. God, I wish I could remember exactly what he said about her, that she's a shit stirrer and stuff like that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then as he was giving me details, it like dawned on me that, Kendra feels threatened by Kayla. Because
Which is
also
weird.
Kevin was looking for people to replace her. And that's why you guys were over there. It was kind of like auditioning you guys to possibly
had no
replace
idea.
Kendra. Yeah, big secret.
Crazy.
Yeah. So, but somehow she was like mad about Kayla. And I thought it was maybe because Kayla kind of looked the most like her out of all the girls. Maybe, I don't know. But then a playmate told me later that when Kendra met Hank at the golf scramble, Hank had liked Kayla first.
The truth comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who knows? That was like
Dang.
secondhand info, but
It wouldn't surprise me though.
yeah.
Crazy.
So what was it like living at the bunny house? It's a fun group.
Oh my
A
God.
crazy group.
It was a crazy, fun group. There was never a dull moment, ever. And I do feel like I spent a lot of time with Kayla at the time. Like I was always in her room. I remembered it was back when lifting and tinting your eyelashes had just started.
Oh.
And she was like, will you do my eyelashes? And I was like, yeah. And it's like, she's like, it says, don't get it in my eyes. And the first thing I did was got it in her
my
fucking
God.
eye.
No.
And she's
Oh my
like, it's in my eye. We have to go to the hospital. So I was like, oh no. Oh my God, I'm making this girl blind. Mortified.
Wait, you guys were
mortified.
lifting and tinting yourselves?
Yeah. I lifted and tinted her eyelashes in her bathroom.
A lot
And then I
going on.
remember being like, why does she get to live in here?
Oh,
Oh, did she get the good bath?
Yeah.
Oh, no, she was at the mansion. What room was she in? Do you remember?
No, I don't remember.
Well, if she had her own bathroom, it had to be bedroom 6.
I couldn't tell you. But she did have her own bathroom.
She didn't share it with anybody.
I don't think so.
Has to be 6 then.
That's so interesting. I don't remember her being at the house. Like the other beds at that bunny house must have been full with somebody.
How many beds were there?
Well, there were a lot of beds, but then some of the rooms, like the one I used as my sewing room, didn't have a bathroom, so we didn't really put people in there. There was just like kind of 2 other rooms, I think, that people
Yeah.
used. And then Crystal Camden would use that tiny room sometimes.
And I always ended up in Juliana's bed.
Yeah.
Like I was the big circle bed was in there, and at first I
Yeah.
was like, I called dibs on this bed. Thought it was so fun, and then I was like, Juliana had the bed across from me, and I was like, I'm just gonna come sleep with you. She's like, okay, okay.
Aw, Juliana.
Oh, we already talked about the next one. Who's the butler you made out with?
Yeah.
I'm going to figure out who it was.
Yeah.
I just have to watch the episode. I should know who
He's
who
at
it
the
is.
beginning when he brings Valerie into the dining room while Melanie. He brings Melanie into the dining room, and Valerie's eating.
Okay. I'll look. If it's Julian, my sister also made out with him. So,
I don't think
There's
it's
a
Julian,
trend.
though, because I know who that is.
okay.
And this other guy, like I remember what he looked like, but I don't know his name at all. And he wasn't around as much, or he came along just later in our game.
Interesting.
And he also, I feel like, hung out with Kendra a lot.
Probably.
That's right.
She probably made out with him too.
Probably. I'm sure he made out with a lot. If he was that easy to make out with me, like, there was a lot of them. There's a lot of
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
So you weren't 21. So when you were living at the bunny house, did you go out much? Or like, what did you girls do? Like when you weren't doing stuff with us, what was like your day-to-day like?
It's a good question. Kayla and I went shopping quite a bit. like just driving around LA just to be like, oh my God, we're in LA. Like, this is the best. We would hang around the mansion, just like cruise around and eat bricks of Rice Krispie treats.
Yes, the bricks.
So good.
Yeah.
Do you remember how the watermelon tasted like onions?
Yeah, because somebody was like cutting the watermelon with like an onion knife.
And it would happen more than once because like one time, okay, you're like, oh, whoops. It happened like more than once. And I remember being like, can I have some, but can you not cut it with the onion knife?
That's so funny. You know what? I remembered another thing that butlers would get annoyed with, though, that just occurred to me because Kayla was involved. Remember, I went through a phase where I was super into fresh squeezed apple
I was just going to
juice?
say it.
I was obsessed, but I guess it was a pain in the ass for them to make. And then Kayla tried to order it once, and they were like, no.
Yeah, they told her no. They told her no. I remember that. And she was like, what? What do you mean? I was like, oh. Not for you.
Yeah, I think they hated making it. Do you remember indie fans?
Oh my God. We
was my
all
favorite
remember indie fans.
How mad were you, Bridget? How mad were you?
I was so mad. I was like,
You
what
were
the
like,
fuck is
because we were in the same car, and you were like, I don't want to go. Let's turn around. I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
I want to go to this.
Oh, I didn't want to go to this.
And it took so long to get there. We were in traffic for like 2.5 hours or something to get there.
Listen, I had no idea. I had no idea that that's what this was.
We thought we were going to the premiere of Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
Yes, and I was in love with Shia LaBeouf, and this is going to be so
This is going to be our
fun.
moment. And
This is our
we,
moment.
although I questioned what we were wearing to what we thought was a big Hollywood premiere, because we got these matching khaki dresses, like
Yes.
tits out, unbuttoned, khaki fedoras. Like we
We
thought
were
we were looking
themed.
hot. And
We did.
we were in the car, and I see a brochure for the Newport Beach Film Festival tucked neatly into the back of the driver's chairs, and I go, oh, where are we going? And he's like, oh, Newport Beach. I'm like, oh, this is at the Newport Beach Film Festival?
We're so
random. And then I was like texting you, and you were asking for more information. We realized what it was, and I told you, and you're like, I don't want to go. Turn around. I don't want to go.
I don't want to go.
Oh my
And we were in separate cars,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it was just me and you in our car, I think.
Okay. Was it? Because I thought somebody else was in there with us.
I don't remember. I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, but I do remember you were in a separate car. I was like, what is this? What are we
You're
doing?
like this,
no
bitch.
way.
I was mortified. Mortified. I thought I dressed up with you guys. I was like, we're
Yeah.
going to this movie premiere. Hell yeah. Like, now they're going to think I'm so cool. Like, we got to do this thing. And mortified.
And do you remember we ate somewhere right next to it first, too, at some like Greasy Spoon Diner or
Yes,
something?
we did.
Was
You're
it
right.
first, or did we bail on the movie halfway through and go seek
Oh,
refuge
that might
in
have
the
been
diner?
It could have been. I don't
I think
remember
we did,
exactly.
because I think once we got to the diner, we were like giggling about the whole thing.
Oh my God,
And
I
like
felt so
Kayla had
bad.
already left. She left her hat. She's like, "Get my hat."
Get my hat.
Oh, yeah, she left her hat.
I can't. What a memory. Oh, God
Oh,
bless
my
them.
gosh.
And that's where my name, Angel Jones, came from.
And that's how you're Angel
Yeah.
Jones forevermore.
Angel Jones.
so good.
And then what about our trip to Chicago?
That was for the 55th anniversary, right?
Yeah, we did Dallas, then Chicago, then New York. That was so much fun.
That was so much fun.
It was crazy fun.
Yeah.
Like that, like I look back on all of that like so fondly, and like
It was so fun. We just got to go travel and do something with a group of girls that we really liked. Mm-hmm. And Kendra opted not to go, which I think kind of saved the mood a little bit. And we just had so much fun. Like I remember going to like the Loon with Amber Campisi
Yes,
with our
the
wooden
spoons.
spoons. Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
Campisi's pizza.
Yeah.
I think about that pizza a lot.
And you eating the raw onion at Hooters.
Yes, and I couldn't get it down. And then it was like a Hooter shooter, and you're like, we'll give you $100 if you eat this. And I was like gagging, but I did it.
Ugh.
I think you gave me $100.
Fear factor.
Wait, and then there was the mustard.
Yeah,
In
the
New York.
mustard search
oh, that
in
was
New
me
York.
looking for
Yeah.
yellow mustard because I don't like Dijon mustard.
I don't either, to be honest.
And
I would've
Dave and
wanted-
Buster's. That was
Dave
so
and Buster's
fun.
was really fun.
There was
That
so
was such
much.
a fun trip. I remember being like thinking we were all in the hotel room and we were trying we were laying out our clothes, and like it just felt like such a fun girls trip. Ugh. And then seeing all the girls lined up, and I feel like I felt what you guys feel felt often, like seeing all these girls wanting this so much, but like, and then seeing you and being like, oh my God, like they're playmates. Like they're the girls. I remember being like, do they think that am I cool to them? Like, do all these girls think that I'm like cool? Like I'm in? I remember thinking that was pretty cool. Like I'm like, oh, cool. Good luck, guys.
It was such a fun trip.
It was really fun.
It was.
So did you get to go to any of the big mansion parties while you were there?
The biggest one that I remember was the House Bunny party
Oh.
with Emma Stone.
Wait, just like the rap party?
Maybe.
You didn't get to go to like Midsummer's or anything like that?
What?
That's crazy.
I don't think those were really happening much.
You must just not have been there at the right time of year.
Maybe because there was other people had parties there.
Yeah, all the rental
All
parties.
the
Yeah.
time.
And me and Kayla would go to all of those and eat the chocolate covered strawberries
That's so funny.
in our pajamas.
Those chocolate covered strawberries were so good.
It was not okay how good they were.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't care. Clear the plate. Then push 0. Ask for more. But no, I didn't get to go to any of the big parties. Just the House Bunny wrap party.
Seems so weird to me.
It does. It's crazy that you just weren't there during the time of any of the parties.
Yeah. And I remember thinking like, oh, maybe they just don't really do a lot of the parties anymore because they're just busy with.
No,
I
the
don't know.
parties were still happening.
Yeah.
Although we did cut down from like Mardi Gras and Hef's birthday weren't happening anymore. So like I don't remember the calendar timeline of what time of year you lived at the bunny house, but if it was in spring,
Yeah.
out of luck.
Which it might have been.
Because you weren't there for like 4th of July or anything.
I thought it was over the summer, but I wasn't there for 4th of July.
Yeah.
So maybe it was later. I really have
But
no
then you would have been
idea.
there for Midsummer's.
Yeah.
So it's so weird.
Unless you guys had it and I was just like, no, it's okay. I'm not going to go. But I can't imagine me having that option if I'm there to be a part of the show, like as like filler.
That's really weird.
You know what I think it was, though? I think out of all the girls at the bunny house, you were there for the shortest amount of time. Because I think like Sal made you leave, didn't he?
Probably.
Or something weird happened like that.
Like I was just, also I think I was only contracted for a certain amount of time. And then I was just like dealing with stuff with him. And then
Yeah.
I was like, it's okay. I'm just going to go home.
I was recently talking with my acupuncturist and she was asking me what I eat in a day. So I was kind of giving her the rundown and she goes, okay, what vegetables do you eat? And I said, well, I usually have a salad at lunch. And she said, what's in that? And I said, well, lettuce and, some carrot shavings. She goes, lettuce doesn't count as a vegetable. What vegetables are you eating? So I was embarrassed to realize and admit that I haven't exactly been on the veggie train lately. But Ritual's Essential for Women 18 Plus multivitamin. It's not exactly a whole veggie plate in a pill, but it is formulated to help you fill key nutrient gaps that you might not be getting enough of from your diet. I take Rituals Essential for Women 18 Plus because it provides a lot of great essential nutrients. I take it every morning. And one of my favorite things about it is when you put it in your mouth, it actually tastes minty and very fresh. So I love that. Makes me smile. I also started taking Ritual's Hyacera supplement as well. Ritual conducted a university-led clinical trial for their Essential for Women 18 Plus multivitamin to assess its efficacy, and the results, it increased vitamin D levels by 43%. Vitamin D is so key in my opinion, and omega-3 DHA levels by 41% in just 12 weeks. Their Essential for Women 18 Plus multi contains 9 key ingredients in 2 delayed release capsules designed for optimal absorption per day. Rituals Essential is third-party tested for heavy metals and clean label project certified, so you know you can trust what you're putting in your body. Ritual multivitamins are vegan, non-GMO, project verified, gluten and major allergen free, and made traceable. It's HSA, FSA eligible with a seamless checkout experience, so you can save when you shop with pre-tax dollars. Instead of striving for perfect health, aim for supporting foundational health. Get 25% off your first month only at ritual.com/nextlevel. Start Ritual or add Essential for Women 18 Plus to your subscription today. That's ritual.com/nextlevel for 25% off.
Yeah.
Maybe we're there like May and June. There's no big events in May and June.
Yeah, that
Maybe.
makes sense. Or like February, March or something like that.
Yeah.
In a way, it seems like you were there for a long time because I remember
feel
like we
like I
would
was
have
there.
that restaurant hopping thing we would do with
Yeah.
Juliana where we'd go to Sushia and then we'd go to Le Clafoutis on Sunset for dessert.
Yes.
Like that
All
seems
the
so like it
time.
was such an era. But then I know you weren't there very long because I remember being bummed. Like you had to leave kind of early, and we would always go to that strip club workout class.
Yeah, that was fun.
And then we get like a stripper pole in like the basement of the bunny house. And I just remember there was one day where you were kind of like sitting in a corner and you had a jacket on and like sunglasses and like you just kind of didn't want to do the scene, and then you were like gone right after that. And I just had a suspicion that maybe it was like something in your personal life or something.
He must have gotten his claws in me.
Yeah.
Ugh, what a loser.
What, it was an ex?
Yeah, Roman's dad.
Yeah. I remember that being an issue back
Yeah,
then.
because even then I remember being like nervous to even film. Like I would say something and be like, oh my God, please don't put that on there. As if the show were about me. Like, first of all, bitch, sit, chill out. But I was like paranoid, like, oh my God, let that be like a funny blurb that they just add in somewhere and I'm saying something that I shouldn't be saying. Like yeah. And I do feel like that made me not do as much as I maybe would have if I wasn't with him or like dealing with that.
Yeah, I know that feeling because it's like when you have like a controlling boyfriend, you're scared of like getting yelled at or screamed at or worse if something comes out on the show that they don't like. It could be something perfectly innocent, but something that they don't like. Like I remember when we were doing commentary for season 5, like I was in a really bad relationship like that. And Kevin put in one of my last episodes in season 5, put in this like love montage of like me and Hef. And I was like, Kevin, do you really have to do this? Because I knew as soon as that aired, I was going to get shit on so hard. Like, not that it's my fault that Kevin decides to do a retrospective of stuff that happened before I was with this guy, but I was scared shitless.
Yeah. And I mean, in my defense, which isn't a defense to want to have or need to have, but after this episode aired, I'm so sorry for my voice. After this episode had aired is the first time that he had really gotten physical with me. And then, so I was like even more scared because it was like on another level of, it wasn't just like getting yelled at. Like I was going to get beat up if I did the wrong thing. So I'm glad that I still did it, but I wish I wouldn't have been with him because I feel like it would have been, I mean, it was still the best time of my life, but it would have been even better had I not had him holding me back a little bit.
Yeah.
And he was in Vegas and made you come back to Vegas? Or
Like he didn't make me. He'd probably just,
guilted you?
Yeah.
Which is making you.
Yes. Yeah. But I mean, I ended up with Roman, so.
I know. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's all meant to be.
All meant to be.
Who were your favorite playmates that you became close with?
Juliana. Juliana is just,
Juliana.
we still talk all the time.
You're here in spirit.
You're here in
Juliana.
spirit.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
She came to Vegas a few years back and stayed with me. And like, we just keep in touch all the time. And like, I just love her. She's got 2 kids now. It's crazy.
I know. And she's a professional mermaid.
Yeah. And she's like singing all the time and doing all these things. And Roman's just in love with her.
Aw,
It's so cute. Because he's at that age now. It's so crazy.
so cute. What was the film crew like to work with? Do you remember anybody specific from the crew or what that was like?
Oliver and his Tron shoes.
Yes, Tron shoes.
Ross. I have a picture of Roman with Ross and his mustache on his finger.
Aww.
It's so cute. Yeah, the film crew was always so great. And I feel like they were, bless their hearts, they were probably so, I just assume everybody's so annoyed by how I was acting back then. But like, I was so annoying with like, please don't put that, like, can you make sure that that's not like, and they were just so, they're like, you're fine. It's okay. Like so calm and patient and just so great. Everybody was so great. I had the best experience.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then we're like on to the next chapter. But you don't have any memory of like how long you were at the bunny house or like what months, right?
I don't remember what months. I thought I was there for like 3,
That sounds about right.
but I don't remember what months.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you.
I feel like it was maybe, she thinks it was the summer or maybe the spring. I feel like it was probably like right after Hef's birthday, April, May, June.
That's what I was thinking too. And then
maybe a
left
little
right
into
before
July.
4th of July.
Yeah. Because then you miss all the big things,
Yeah.
which makes sense then. And we probably were in Vegas for Hef's birthday, so you probably came after that.
Maybe, but maybe not because I don't know. I wasn't 21 still.
Hef did not care about that and would drag anybody to Vegas with us.
Yeah.
And you were probably already there.
I
I'm
was already
surprised
there.
you didn't get invited just to come hang out with us.
But I do have, so I have a vivid memory of this birthday party, but I don't know if it's because I watched the episode or because I was there. Do you know?
What was it?
Like, it's just a dark room. It's not a memory. It's a
At
picture.
the Palms?
I think so. And it was like in the nightclub. Yeah.
Memory detective.
I love this. Like, maybe you can.
But you came to some after the Girls Next Door era too, because remember there was the one that you sang at, which was like after we moved out.
Yes.
And we were trying to figure out if you went to that one. Like I know
I
I,
think
was
that might
there
be what
with
it
my
is.
manager.
It was Hef's birthday in Vegas at the Palms. It was in the, what room were we in? Was it Moon?
Moon.
Yeah.
I thought it was Moon. And I sang happy birthday to Hef. It was very dark in there. Very dark.
What was your dress like?
It was supposed to look like the Marilyn Monroe replica because I was like singing happy birthday,
Yeah.
Mr. President, like trying to do it all whispery and
Right.
stuff. So it was like beaded,
Like nudie?
and I was getting daggers.
From
Daggers.
From the New Girls?
Yes.
I wish I could see through your eyes what you were seeing. Like I can imagine, but
Yeah.
oh
There
my
was another
God.
thing I did, and it might be part of the show too. I'm not sure, but I hosted this charity fashion show thing, and Hef and the New Girls came, and it was me and this comedian that was hosting it, and they were just like this,
Ew.
God.
and he would say a joke or something, and they'd be like. I mean, it was bad. And it's already so hard to be up in front of
Yeah.
people and like
Yeah.
hosting something, especially something you're not real familiar with doing, you know, that
Yeah.
kind of stand up thing.
That's so scary.
And I was just like, okay, they can leave anytime.
Please.
And they did.
my
They did end up
God.
leaving early. And I was like, thank God. Bye bye now.
Shameless. Like not even trying.
I don't know if that's part of the show or not. I think it was being filmed, but whether it was used or not, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting that like Crystal complains now on random reels that like Pamela Anderson was supposedly so rude to her, but like, what are they doing?
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. We could have you come back for the Holly's World era when we get to that.
I would love
in like a year and a
that.
half.
That would be so fun. I would love that.
Oh, wait. Well, let's just skip to what was your favorite mansion memory then?
I mean, the whole thing was just, it was such a small amount of time that like the whole thing, anytime, sometimes I don't forget that it happened, but I'm like, oh my God, that was my life. Like, holy cow. The whole thing was just such a amazing time. And one thing that I do feel like I can brag about, not to you guys, but like to other people, and I'm like, we heard Katy Perry sing I Kissed a Girl before it even came out.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
At the
Yes.
Man Awards.
Yeah, the Man Awards.
Yes, it's true. I think about that sometimes because it's so weird because do you guys remember she was very, very nervous?
Yeah.
And it was not like put together like you would think it was.
Yeah, it was not good.
And then she came and
She was good.
played off of us, like she was up on the stage,
Yeah.
like they had us on like a stage thing, and she like played off us. I think about that all the time because then later I saw her at the Grammys and perform it on stage, and I told Nick, "This is not what it looked like before."
Yeah, she came a long way.
Yeah.
I think it was before she even had any type of name.
I think so too.
And she had all these dancers dressed pinup, and they were kind of like taking over the stage and stuff. It was so cute. But the Man Awards, for those who don't know, like Spike TV had these Man Awards, and if you won an award, and Hef must have been there for some kind of award.
Yeah, he got Man of the Year.
Oh, Man of the Year!
Oh, I
And
don't
you
even
got
remember
like
what it was
the
for.
trophy was like antlers,
Yeah,
very Gaston.
very Gaston, very toxic masculinity.
It was very early 2000s, guys. It was a time.
It was a time. And also, I really love that my parents got to come out and like see everything and meet Hef, and I thought that was really cool. Like, again, not a lot of people can say that their parents got to meet you guys and meet Hef, and yeah, that was. I mean, the whole thing. My answer is the whole thing.
Okay, well, do you have a weirdest or wildest memory?
Okay, yes.
This was a reminder to me.
Oh, you know what it is?
Well, she told me before, but I hadn't remember. I was like, whoa. I mean, it makes sense, but I had forgotten about this.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Yeah, because I had to ask permission before I said anything. So when we went to New York for the 55th anniversary thing, we got in the limo. It was just me and Laura so far. We were just like waiting for everybody to load in. And Holly got in and she was like, I'm so pissed. And I was like, ugh. Like pissed. And at this point, I had only seen Happy Holly.
Happy Holly. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, she's really mad. Like, what's wrong? Are you okay? Like, what can I do? Like, trying to fix it. And she's like, Hef's mad because I slept with pants on last night, and because I'm on my period and I didn't want to have sex. I'm like, what does that mean? Like, you're not allowed to sleep with pants? She's like, no, it means I don't want to have sex with him. And I remember being like, oh shit, this is they fuck. Like, That was like the wildest thing because at that point I thought it was a show.
Yeah.
Like this is just maybe back in the day,
I think
but like
a lot of people thought that.
yeah, oh 100%. I remember being like, no, there's no way that that's happening. And then that was just like the realization of, oh man, wow. That's fucked up. Not that you guys have sex, but it's fucked up that he's mad at you. Like, fuck that.
And I was thinking about it the other day because I was thinking about how fun it was that we got to go on that 3-city trip and how other than maybe the Alaska trip, that was probably the longest I was allowed to be away and how fun that was. But of course, it makes perfect sense that he's going to try to ruin it by giving me a call and like harping on me about something fucking stupid.
About sleeping with pants.
Yeah. Ugh. There's so many like little asshole moments with him toward the end that I forgot about. And I remember even with this episode in commentary, I remember he was like freaking out over one of the Playmate tests. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like this was around the time he was really starting to get crotchety.
Mm-hmm. I remember also thinking it was weird that he traveled with his own food everywhere we went. Mm-hmm. And the milk.
The milk.
Really, ugh.
Ick.
Lots of milk.
Crotchety.
Well, I was just curious if if they had asked you if like they were like, oh, Kendra's leaving, we want you to be the third girl next door, would you have like?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'd be able to have if I had to sleep with him. I don't know if I could.
Oh no, that wouldn't have been an option at that time.
Then
That was
yes,
not-
100%. 100% I would have. And now looking back, like I kind of wish I would have tried later on in life to be a playmate just because it's such like an honor and like just like it's such a select few that get to do it. Like I would have maybe wanted to try again. Like that's one thing that I do wish I would have been able to do. But yeah, I would have for sure been the third girl if they asked me. I'd have been like, hell yeah. But I had a baby at the time, so maybe not.
That might have been weird.
Might have been weird.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I always have to remind myself that you didn't get playmate. Like I always think like you're a playmate.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, anybody that asks, they're like, "Oh, you're a playmate." I'm like, "No." I feel like I'm part of the playmate crew, but like, nope.
Yeah.
I'm not.
But at least you didn't have to make a Playmate video. That's kind of like the one thing.
I forgot about that.
Like as
forgot
much as
those
I love the
existed.
pictorials and the concept of it, like those videos were something else.
Yeah. And now that Roman's a little older too, like I'm like, oh man, I wonder how he would have dealt with that because he's so protective of me. Like if I even wear something too short, he's like,
Who lived here before, Mom? Was she a stripper?
she was a model.
I love how he says that like that's so scandalous. I found all these pictures. She was a model.
G-string, I'm dead.
Oh my God.
So cute.
It's going to be so funny to see how like this next generation like takes over. It's so funny.
Oh man.
I love it. Well, this hour went by so fucking
I can't even
fast.
believe it's been an hour. Like that's crazy.
This
I
is
know.
so fun.
And I
could
feel
talk
like we're
forever.
just getting started and just getting like in a groove. And we keep talking, except we have another interview like scheduled to come in like not too long.
Yeah.
Kayla
we
Collins.
We can have you back for the Holly's World era for
I
sure.
would love to.
For
Probably
sure.
many, many times.
I would love to. And let's hang out. Like the fact that I haven't seen you in 10 years is crazy.
I know.
Yeah, let's not be strangers.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I would love to come back. This was so fun. I could talk all day.
Come as strangers, leave as friends.
I love it.
Okay, well, we don't want to say goodbye,
I
but
know. I don't want to say goodbye.
until next week, guys.
Bye, guys.
Ciao.
Bye.